So hi everybody, Craig Hanson here, and thanks for tuning in and watching the video. We're checking out Sergio Garcia. I was lucky enough to watch Sergio and meet him a few months ago at the World Golf Championships and watch him hit golf balls. And he's ninth on the all-time money list. Statistically, the last 3 years, the best iron player in the world, which not many people realise. And it's why does he hit it so good? Why does he hit these iron shots so good? What's his story? Obviously talent, that'll help. But he's got a few unique moves, and when we look at swings like this, and what we try and sort of do, if you can, when we analyse golf swings, if we can get one thing, pick up something out of it, or learn something, or apply something into our own games, and through watching these brilliant, balanced champions with all the feel and everything that they have, it's a great thing, you know. So the golf game's a difficult one to feel, and a difficult game all round. So for the many of the people without as much talent as Sergio, perhaps we can learn something out of his action. We'll have a look at it anyway. So what are some of the reasons why he hits it so good with his iron shots? Well, one of the areas for me is the compression line when his hands are opposite his thigh, and through impact here, from the extension line from the forearm back into the shaft, there's no flipping, so you obviously see some compression on the shaft. Now he seems to have a better controlled flight than most people, so he has the consistency and the ability just to hit the same shot one after another, and obviously and obviously that has a massive amount to do with hand-eye coordination and talent and balance and years of practice. But looking at some of the moves, we'll just pop a line up or two here and we'll have a look. And so we'll just pop in the wall and pop it up on the left side of the leg, and you'll see that the head stays very centered. That's if anything, there's almost a slight reverse pivoting, but you will see a lot of great iron players actually be further forwards with their head than what they started at. It's a different angle of attack. Coming into pre-impact, you'll see that when the hands are under the chin, that's one of the hallmarks of great iron players. A lot of the time you'll see a right angle here. You can see the angle in the right wrist, how it's held. To be able to do that, you obviously need some talent. We put a line on the top of his head, you'll see massive amount of movement going downwards, a massive amount of compression pushing down into the left foot, a recentering. You'll see the lateral move before the turn or the combination, the recentering, and then the body going through the wall. So you can see how much the head's lowered. Left hand hits the wall, compression line. You can see that the shaft's actually bent this way. He's actually put that much pressure on it. And through the shot, like many great iron players, you'll see almost the right arm and the shaft staying in line through here. Now you need a lot of flexibility in your shoulders to be able to do that, but that's pretty good. So having a look on this side, you can see a flattening of the plane and a very fluent looking action. So when you get up to the top of the swing, it's quite compact actually. You'll see it up the top here, being on a very, very good plane. Now you see a lot with a lot of real freaky champions is they'll actually flatten the plane again. He's not actually dropping the hands back on the inside, because a lot of people sort of try that, and that really sometimes doesn't help flattening the plane. You'll see the hands will actually not go back behind the line, but you'll see the plane flatten. Now looking at, obviously I've done a video on Sergio before. We know that he comes back to the original shaft plane. We know that his hips stay back, and we know he's got lowering with the head. But one of the interesting things is this plane pointing outside the ball. This gives a safeguard against left. What you can do from there is actually then dump it or steepen it further onto the ball. But you can see how low his hands are. We've got him now here at 57 degrees. And at the start he sets his hands up at 60. So he's actually, or 59. So he's actually a bit like Hogan was able to get the club to come down even lower than what it started at. But low planes and compression lines, and I mean, then you've got sort of a similar effect, I suppose, when you're looking at stuff like this, you know, where the club's pointing outside. That's Ben Hogan. So, and that's as I said, it's you know, it's not an easy thing to do, but it's definitely better than having a steep plane, and it gives a certain amount of freedom and you know, coming down and exiting out as good as they do. Very, very impressive. So there's Sergio Garcia. I hope you enjoyed the video. Check out the website, craighansongolf.com. Plenty of online lessons and free information on the site, and yeah, we'll catch you next time.